Peace to everybody, back with another video. This is R. Kelly's ex-girlfriend, Azriel Clary, speaks out against him. And as you can see here is R. Kelly, who is currently in prison for a lot of charges that he has got against him. R. Kelly's ex-girlfriend, Azriel Clary, is speaking her truth. Yeah, so she gonna be speaking her truth. In a bombshell interview with The Sun, the 22-year-old opened up for the first time about Kelly's alleged abuse, accusing the disgraced singer, who is currently behind bars after being charged with 18-plus counts of sexual misconduct and other charges of brainwashing, beating and sexually abusing her for years after she met him following a concert he gave in Orlando, Florida back in 2015. Yeah, so the bombshell interview was with The Sun. The 22-year-old, she opened up for the first time about Kelly's alleged abuse and also accusing the disgraced singer, who is currently behind bars after being charged with 18 plus counts of sexual misconduct and other charges. Of course, there was brainwashing, beating, and sexually abusing her for years. The aspiring singer told the British outlet that after she became one of Kelly's 5 live-in girlfriends at the age of 17, she was forced to have group sex with him and other men and women up to 5 times a day. She said that if she or any of the other women didn't abide by Kelly's rules, he beat them up or get the women to beat each other up. So the aspiring singer, she told the British outlet that after she became one of Kelly's 5 live-in girlfriends at the age of 17, she was forced to have group sex with him and other men and women up to 5 times a day. Now that's a little too much. 5 times a day? Really? She also says that if she or any of the other women didn't abide by Kelly's rules, he'd beat them up or get the women to beat each other up. So that's what he would do. And like I said, R. Kelly is a puppet. He grooms these girls to and also he is a liar too. Azriel recalled a time when she was allegedly savagely beaten for hours while naked after he caught her on the phone talking to her friends from high school. He didn't like that I was still talking to them. He thought that I was keeping things from him, she shared. I was just in communication with 2 of my girlfriends, and he made me text them a very long lie, basically saying why I no longer wanted to be friends with them. And then he beat me. He abused me verbally, and then he beat me physically. Yeah, so Azriel was recalling the time that she was allegedly savagely beaten for hours while naked because he caught her on the phone talking to her friends. Well, she has a right to talk to her friends on the phone from high school, so why get jealous over that? Also, she said he didn't like that I was still talking to them. He thought that I was keeping things from him. Well, yeah, okay, that's a good one. I mean, what's wrong with talking to your friends from high school? And then you're going to go and try and hide stuff from him? Come on. She also says I was just in communication with 2 of my girlfriends, and he made me text them a very long line, basically saying why I no longer wanted to be friends with them. So he made her lie by text messaging a very long line. And I could tell you, when you text long text messages, it's like you're writing an essay. But he forced her to tell them not that she can't be their friend no more. And then after she got done with that, and then She also said, and then he beat me, he abused me verbally, and then he beat me physically. So that's what he did to her. She continued, he beat me with a shoe, a size 12 Nike Air Force One shoe, and he beat me all over. It felt like hours, and I was covered in welts all the way from my neck down. Azriel added that when it was all over, he had Juice, another girlfriend, come in there. He already made me strip naked, but he made her run me a bathtub of warm water, and he made her bathe me. Afterwards, he came in there and he apologized and sobbed and cried, and he did everything to try and make me feel like he was so sincere. When does a man ever say to when does a man is ever sincere about sorry for beating a woman? They're not, because once they do it, they're going to keep doing it again and again and again and again, and they don't care. She's also continued, she said he beat me with the shoe a size 12 Nike Air Force One shoe. Now that's what he used to beat her. And he beat me all over. It felt like hours, and I was covered in welts. So she was covered in welts from the shoe because he beat her with it. She also said he had Juice, another girlfriend, came in there. He already made me strip naked, but he made her run me a bathtub of warm water, and he made her bathe me. So R. Kelly had another woman to run her a bath, also bathe her and everything. Then she said afterwards he came in there and he apologized and sobbed and cried, and he did everything to try and make me feel like he was so sincere. I would not accept his apology. No. When a man beats on a woman, nope, they're not sorry. They're going to keep doing it again until that woman is put underground. In addition to speaking about her own alleged abuse, Azriel opened up about Kelly's other victims, claiming there are many more that have yet to come forward. I think there's hundreds of victims out there, she said. Robert has his living girlfriends. He has girlfriends in every city. He has flings in every city. There's usually 3 main cities in every state. So 3 times 50, that lets you know how many women are probably out there, and that's probably not even hitting it on the nail. Yes, so of course, in addition to her speaking about her own alleged abuse, Azriel opened up about Kelly's other victims. So R. Kelly had other girlfriends in different cities all over the place. She also said Robert has his living girlfriends. He has girlfriends in every city. He has flings in every city. There's usually 3 main cities in every state. So every state that he went to, there's 3 cities that he has girlfriends at. And also she said, so 3 times 50, that lets you know how many women are probably out there, and that's probably not even hitting it on the nail. Yeah, so that's not even hitting it on the nail. So if there's more women out there, they need to come forward. She went on to state why she believes many women have not come forward, saying, for the most part, he blackmails everyone. He makes everyone do very degrading stuff, whether on film or writing it down. He makes them sign it. So this is why what she was saying. This is what she was stating and why she believes many women have not come forward. She also says, for the most part, he blackmails everyone. He makes everyone do very degrading stuff, whether on film or writing it down. He makes them sign it. So whatever degrading stuff there is, it's either on film or it's written down. And then of course he makes the woman sign the written thing. I think a lot of women are ashamed or embarrassed to come out because of stuff like that, because it'll be incriminating them. That's so much stuff, Azriel alleged. He has letters of people saying that they've stolen from him. He has letters from people saying that they've been molested or touched by their parents or their brothers or a family member. He even has people on film molesting their young nieces or younger brothers. And so I know a lot of women out there are too embarrassed, humiliated, and ashamed to come out because this man had that much power to control them, to make them molest their younger niece or to molest their younger brother. So yeah, so this is why the other women will not come forward because of all these lies that he's telling them to telling them to he also she this is what she even says. She even had he even has people on film molesting their younger nieces or younger brothers. And so I know a lot of women out there are too embarrassed, humiliated, and ashamed to come out because this man had that much power to control them. And like I said, R. Kelly is a manipulator. He controls every all these he was controlling all these girls, and nobody seems to think, oh, well, he's not, well, guess again, he did what he did to these girls and everything. So he did humiliate them, embarrass them, make them do degrading stuff, make them do this and that. And with these women that lied for him, yeah, they do feel embarrassed about it because of what he's doing. A lawyer for R. Kelly reportedly told The Sun Azriel's allegations are untrue. And what does Steve Greenberg know? He wasn't there when it happened. What does he do? Get a radar to track everybody's move? Oh well, come on. Steve Greenberg is a whatever. Is not the type of person to say anything. So he was not there. Steve Greenberg was not at that place when it happened. As previously reported, Azriel split from Kelly earlier this year. News of their breakup came after Azriel got into a physical altercation, which was captured on Instagram Live, with Kelly's other girlfriend, Joycelyn Savage. During the brawl, Azriel accused Joycelyn of sleeping with her as a minor. Joycelyn was later arrested and booked for misdemeanor battery. Yeah, so Azriel and Joycelyn Savage, of course, they got into an altercation because Azriel was leaving, and Joycelyn got really upset about it. So started with Azriel because Azriel was leaving the Trump Tower condo. Azriel also split from Kelly earlier this year. News of their breakup came after Azriel got into a physical altercation, of course. Since the altercation, Azriel has reunited with her family after years of separation. Yeah, so Azriel did go back to her family after years of separation. Joycelyn Savage, however, I don't know, she just don't want nothing to do with her family, and it's really pathetic that she don't want nothing to do with them. So, hopefully Joycelyn Savage will wake up and realize all this was, I don't know, I could say a nightmare, but nah. But like I said, R. Kelly is a manipulator, he's a liar, and he grooms these girls to make them do stuff they don't want to do. Leave your comments below. I am out.